Hi, my name is Vikram and I run the server business for HP. What we have here today is in a sense two releases. One is a release which is around compute. The second is a release around how we're getting around to managing agility for enterprises, because you have increasingly the sense of convergence coming into play in a very big way. So I'll firstly deal with the first bit, which is the compute part. I guess for a period of time what we see is the fact that there are two bits to an enterprise. There's a traditional IT, which is more IT outcome based, which is more the lowering TCO, improving automation and those kind of things. And then you have the other context of the enterprise where it is going towards more business outcome based measures. And that's happening also primarily because of the fact that you have these four big mega trends coming into play. Things like cloud, big data, mobility, security, all of that, bring in a context of an increased demand on agility of how compute and hence the convergence framework needs to work. So what happens in convergence is the fact that you bring together your compute element, the server, storage and networks together. The reason you're doing this is because increasingly agility can be brought about by only converging these three elements, and also being able to have an ability to manage them and have a one view for not only management but also automation. So this is also turning to be a lot more context driven, in the sense that they're more workload specific. For example, virtualization is a workload, if you would call that a workload, runs out of a certain converged system which is hyper-converged from HP called the CS200. Then if you would want to run something as high-end as SAP HANA, then you would have another set of converged systems, which is also what we are announcing today again. Then you have, in a different sense, you have things like Microsoft PDW, it's called EPS now. You have the Citrix Zen desktops, each one of them becoming a very workload-specific environment, and a converged system hence for that context, which converges those three elements: server, storage and networks, and also an ability to automate as well as manage them as one, or individually or collectively 2 and 3. So you could manage the server and storage together, you could manage the server networks, manage the servers, the storage and network all in one. As more customers look to consolidate, centralize IT and bring in convergence for specific workloads, this is how it is done. The first element of what we were trying to do today is announce a broader bit around the compute, because over a period of time we announced over the last 3 years that we'll be getting very linearly and incrementally to a stage which we said some time back, but we've reached there today. So that is an outcome of what we declared many moons ago called the Project Odyssey, where we're blending the x86 efficiencies with what we had as architectures from Superdome and also from Nonstop, which gives traditional Unix environments a chance to move into mission-critical Linux environments. We help with the migration services, we help with the IT modernization. So you have the context of an earlier element of regular proprietary Unixes and architectures being able to move into a more open architecture with lower TCO because of lower license costs that you have, because of the higher number of CPUs in the same footprint that you can bring in, hence a higher level of compute capability, and also the fact that you're clearly seeing a 30 to 35% improvement in the cost of ownership over a period of time. And in the context of Nonstop, we again doing the same thing. We bring the x86 efficiencies into Nonstop as a platform, where we're combining the regular fault tolerance that HP always had from an OS perspective, the Nonstop kernel, the hardware, as well as other elements like the firmware and middleware and all of that. With that, you actually end up delivering what IDC calls a level 4 availability, and also the fact that you have improved compute capabilities and you have a lot more, close to 25 to 30% better interconnects available within, in the context of business processing, OLTP, and whatever else that you do as a traditional business. So in the traditional IT, you have the context of OLTP and the regular business processing, core applications being mission critical in nature. In the converged systems bit, you have more workload specific environments, and the 4 examples that I said, which is virtualization. And to start with, some of these could be infrastructure as a service and ready to be delivered systems in a converged system perspective to run the cloud workloads and even run the clouds for small and medium businesses. And you have the other varieties of SAP HANA. You have elements of Microsoft APIs. You also have the case of the Citrix Zen desktops, where you have reference architectures. That's in summation or summary what we largely announced today.
In terms of the industry vertical, what is the focus area?
Well, virtually all industries. Obviously, there would be 2 different mixes. One is from the OLTP perspective, we have anybody who would want business processing and stuff like that. From a converged systems perspective, we would have manufacturing, anybody who's virtualizing, all of that.
What will be the impact to the CIO in terms of the monetary benefits?
So yeah, from a
you spoke about TCO, you spoke about...
Yeah, correct. So that's a big advantage. Secondly, you would have very workload specific servers which are converged.
Any if you compare with your competition, what will be the supreme benefit from HP?
So well, I think none of them have this combination of products and services.
Is it truly a revolutionary kind of thing?
Absolutely.
So the product is available now?
That's true. Yeah, from January.
Have you done any testing or pilot in India earlier or abroad?
We have quite a few references. If the media team can actually provide it.